First up, summer seafood, and if it's on your Christmas menu, a word of warning. The market is being flooded with foreign invaders. So if you like your fish fresh and locally produced, take a look at this.
We import a lot of seafood into this country, and so I think consumers legitimately want to know what is Australian.
I try to buy Australian wherever I can.
This Christmas, tons of foreign fish will be flooding into our markets.
When you buy it overseas, you don't know how it's been processed, what's actually happened to it.
Prawns from China, scallops from Peru, fish from Vietnam. And when the produce is from waters far away, it's far from fresh.
Well, Australian seafood is fresh. Basically, the day we get it, we process it.
Fishmonger George Millinus says when it comes to taste and quality, when you buy from overseas, you're compromising.
Everything that comes from overseas, it's usually frozen. We don't know how long it's been frozen for. We don't know where it's farmed from. We don't know what goes into the farms. And whereas an Australian wild product, we know it's an organic product and it's much better for you.
But our site test reveals it's hard to spot the difference between the fruits of our sea and those from far away.
These are Aussie.
Do you think? Take these prawns. We asked shoppers at Melbourne's Queen Victoria Market to guess which ones were local and which were from Thailand.
I would say these are from overseas and they're probably from Australia.
Wrong.
Which ones do you think are from Australia?
Probably them ones.
Wrong again. So what better way to spot the genuine Aussie article than with this?
The Australian-made, Australian-grown symbol is recognised by 95% of Australians.
Ian Harrison is the Chief Executive of the Australian-made, Australian-grown campaign. For 25 years, their iconic symbol has helped consumers buy local. Now they're focusing on seafood.
Consumers know that it's been caught here, it's been grown here, it has not left Australia and come back in, and that's very important.
This will help customers obviously be able to zoom in and identify our great Aussie seafood.
Retailers are getting on board, including supermarket giant Coles. Food technologist Andrea Curry.
Certainly with the farming, a lot of care and effort goes into making those fish grow well and be a really great offer for people to buy.
Over the years, ACA has investigated just where our fish is coming from. We've exposed the enormous volumes from overseas.
Consumers tell us that country of origin labelling is one of their biggest concerns.
There are laws requiring all fish to be labelled with country of origin, but Ingrid Eust from Choice says it can still be confusing.
There are a variety of terms out there made in Australia from local and imported ingredients. This is where the confusion lies because there is not one clear definition for country of origin, and it's hard to find often, small print on packaging.
Here's the dilemma: foreign fish is cheaper.
Our high standards often, not always, but often can result in higher prices for Australian produce and Australian-made goods.
Vietnamese bassa versus Aussie barramundi, the difference can be up to $18 a kilo. You'll pay up to $17 more a kilo for Aussie prawns instead of the ones from Thailand. But as Christmas approaches, the supermarkets are cutting the price of our local produce to be more competitive. At Woolies, you'll find Aussie tiger prawns for $21.98 a kilo. Coles expects to keep its price of king prawns at $23 a kilo, down from $29.99.
I think generally they're happy to pay a premium, providing they're certain that they're getting the fish they're paying for and that it's Australian.
Ted Loveday from Seafood Services Australia came up with the idea to create the Aussie Seafood label to ensure customers can be reassured they're getting what they're paying for.
Seafood carrying the brand is Australian seafood. It's produced under very high hygiene conditions and it's from some of the world's best sustainable fisheries. What
we wanted to do, and what the seafood industry, the Australian seafood industry wanted to do, was actually help consumers find their produce, more easily find their produce. So you didn't have to ask the retailer, you can just simply see the symbols and you know that you've got the produce that you really want to buy.
It's a great development, isn't it?